I thank President Mr. Ramaphosa for his invitation. I feel a personal attachment to South Africa, having enjoyed the affection and blessings of President Mandela. I recall his joining our celebration for the 25th anniversary of Bangladesh's independence in 1997. Like him, our father of the nation, Bangabandhu Sheikh Mujibur Rahman, lived a life of sacrifice for his nation. He has spent more than 13 years in prison to secure our people's right of self-determination. In 1974, at the UN General Assembly, he condemned apartheid as a crime against humanity and called for decolonizing Zimbabwe, Namibia, and Palestine. Following his legacy, we have come here to BRICS outreach to reaffirm our solidarity with Global South. We also maintain a spirit of friendship to all nations of the world with malice towards none. The lesson we take from the global health, cost of living, and climate crisis is that none of us is secure until everyone is. Mr. Chair, Bangladesh is now the world's 35th largest economy with a strong commitment to sustainable development. We have cut poverty from 41.5% in 2006 to 18.7% in 2022. We have reduced extreme poverty from 25.1% to 5.6% in the same period. We have provided electricity to all households. We are about to eliminate the curse of homelessness under my free social housing project, Ashrayan. Around 108% of our population has access to cellular mobile connections, higher than the global average. In the last fiscal year, the mobile financial systems recorded transactions with US dollar 111.27 billion. This has hugely benefited our rural women, among others. We now have more girls than boys in our primary and secondary schools. Our average life expectancy is almost 73 years. Last week, we introduced the Universal Pension Scheme for 100 million people, with all the transactions taking place online. Government employees are already receiving pension benefits. Our government's next target is to build a smart Bangladesh by 2041. Keeping pace with our economic growth, we see considerable merit in Bangladesh's share in the new development bank. We need predictable financing to support our investments in infrastructures, industries, and clean energy. We must have viable options while waiting for reforms of the international financial architecture. Mr. Chair, Bangladesh has traditionally championed the cause of LDCs, with most of them in Africa. Bangladesh feels proud to engage in UN peacekeeping and peace building in different parts of Africa. With 1.2 million Rohingyas from Myanmar living in Bangladesh, we understand the burden shouldered by refugee hosting nations in Africa. We stand ready to share our expertise with the continent on food production, affordable medicine, financial inclusion, and disaster risk reduction. We can enhance collaboration in combating terrorism, human trafficking, cybercrimes, and money laundering. We should increase air and maritime connectivity to promote mutual trade and investment. Together, We must continue to seek our dues for international financing and technologies. We need to unite around climate justice, migrant rights, digital equality, and debt sustainability. We must preserve the rules-based multilateral trading system with scope for using our own currencies. In Global South, we should say no to artificial choices and divisions being thrown at us. We must reject attempts to weaponize universal norms and values. We need to stop the cycle of sanction and counter-sanctions. We must speak out against all threats, provocations, and commission of war. I keep calling for channeling resources from dangerous arms race to global public goods. We need to take responsibility for peace, justice, and stability around the world. Mr. Chair, we need BRICS as a lighthouse in a multipolar world. We hope to see BRICS emerge as an inclusive platform responding to our times. We must prove to our children and youth that our nations may suffer but will never be defeated. I conclude with the parting words of our father of the nation, my father, Bangabandhu Sheikh Mujibur Rahman, at UNGA, and I quote, "For us in the emerging world, we must have faith in ourselves and in our capacity to fulfill our destiny and to build for ourselves a better future," unquote. The message he conveyed 50 years ago still rings true. I thank you all. Thank you very much, Mr. President, for giving me this opportunity. Thank you.